was losing my mind, splitting myself up to feel a thrill. A pair of new eyes, a new ego every time. But when we first met, I felt something. You're my carbon copy. We both hide behind a lie. Oh, from that moment on, I knew the truth. You and I are broken through and through. Under the skin that we wear, there is a truth to lay bare. Let's keep carving till we finally break through. The years have gone by, still my heart flutters when I'm with you. And when I start to cave to the urges, you bring me back. Yeah, you pulled me through and helped me pick the pieces up when I was feeling down. It's my turn to mend the pain. Oh, in this moment I know what to do. I'll take on your burdens and heal your wounds. Under the skin that we wear, there is a truth to lay bare. Let's keep coming till we finally break through. Under my skin, under your skin. Under my skin, under yours.
So, look, gang. I promise this is not in any way, shape, or form spoilers. I promise. Pinky promise. But nonetheless, we are embarking on a new campaign. My good friend City's new 5E campaign. Tonight will be the first session, so let's have some fun. Hello, Genki.
I can dig.
Funny enough,
My character voice is going to be my regular voice. I'm not doing voices.
All right.
I'll slip out of it.
I don't have a character voice. I mean, I have an idea, but I haven't practiced it at all. So we're just gonna do one take and stick with that.
All right.
Fucking right then.
Ooh, fucking right then.
And if we are ready to start,
Ready, so
we are ready.
I'm always ready. I am always ready.
Oh wait, I just have to do.
I slide this
Play.
off on my screen.
Oh, God. Damn, I have to turn Dobby way the fuck down. God damn, bro. This shit was frying my eardrums. Woo! Yeah! Alright. Wait, Redrin? Am I on the wrong character? I am.
You are.
I'm Red
Crying.
Ring.
Whoops. How do
Why
I
does he
fucking
put-
log
Is that your
out?
cursor?
Yeah, you can see each other's cursors.
Okay, hang on. Yeah, I fucked up. My fault.
No problem.
How do I get rid of those?
Oh, my name is fucking grayed out because I did it on. Oh my goodness. Okay.
How do I help?
What are you trying
Here's
to
what
do?
we're gonna do.
You see those things?
No, I think I turned them off in my settings actually. Oh, are you talking about the, oh, you guys put down points.
I don't. Oh, I can click and do I just delete? Haha!
Yes.
Here's
Yeah,
what we're
you
gonna
can,
do.
like, auto-see the range of your fireballs and stuff.
I'm taking player 5 as a spectator slot because
Can you not see the spy
So-
slot?
when I have it on Opera,
Uh-huh.
it like fucks it up. If I put it up on Chrome too, like if I relog, it'll like forcibly log me out. It won't let me stay in.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I pop out the character sheet?
Yes.
And move it
I
to another
believe-
monitor?
I believe, yeah. You see, it's pop out right next to the
Oh,
line
there it is.
lines.
We popping it out.
There we go. And then does it still do the... Yep.
But if that's everything for everyone, let's get started.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Our party of adventurers have found themselves, for one reason or another, on a ship passing through the continent of Prolux. It is renowned for its magic and overall desolation.
Of smog.
Yes, of smog. While on your way through the continent, you all feel this sort of moment of suction over your skin, followed by the feeling of falling. You then, shortly afterwards, realize you are falling as the ship crashes into the continent. We'll start with Tack. You have found yourself in the rubble. You're picking yourself up. Describe your character for us.
Average height, average build. Just actually a little less. I guess, you know, that 9. I'm a little slight. I carry just... It's the most simple quarterstaff you've ever seen in your life. It might be a stick. You're not sure. My robe's a little more elegant than the rest of me. I don't think you've seen the picture, fucking Forrest.
No, I have not.
Green robes, a little bit of fur, fur hood over the head, antlers on the back of the hood, not my head, but they stick up behind me. So for the most part, it might look as if I have antlers, but very clearly I do not. I am just a man, black of
Wearing
hair,
antlers.
blue of eyes, rather unassuming.
Alright. And as you touch the Proluxan earth, the immediate feeling you get is sort of the lack of life here. And around you is this sort of infinitely bellowing smoke. You smell... It smells sort of like, still sterile around you. Mixed with the smelling of smoke is like the smell of burnt, what's the word, hand sanitizer. in the distance. Around you are various dead bodies, but out slightly in the distance, you see something moving. Forrest, please describe your character.
I feel like out of the... Hang on one second. Out of the billowing smoke of the crash, on all fours sort of scampers out this kobold. He's black with these tealish, more blue streaks across his scales. And all of the blue streaks have white outlines, white edges. He's about 3'4", but he's very muscular. You can tell that this kobold works out. This kobold definitely works out. He's got a beakish sort of mouth, and as he opens his mouth to spit out sand, you can see very sharp and jagged teeth. He's wearing like a breastplate and like a little shoulder piece and some gauntlets and a little bit of like male leggings. It seems like his armor is like scavenged and repurposed, not really super efficient, and he has sort of like this metal plate with these like stained glass looking goggles on his head with feathers hanging over the back. He has a what looks like a really big dagger. I imagine like Kratos' swords from God of War in one hand, with a buckler with like nails and spikes through it, and a big leather package bound to his back.
Alright. And you, Redfin, in the distance, see this kobold sort of scampering across the wreckage. You might have seen him during the like sort of boarding process of the ship, but you don't really remember. But the two of you seem to be the only living things at the moment, at least. Though, in the distance you do hear the noise of like... It could be things moving, but it could just be sort of the crash settling.
And the bodies on the ground from the crash, or
There are a few, yes, around you.
that all the bodies appear to be from the crash, correct? As far as I can tell without
make an insight check.
I'm immediately just going to find somebody and exclaim, "Ah, sweet Jesus!" and start doing CPR.
You think those are bodies, and there was a crash? You don't see
It
why.
must be. That's the
Yeah,
only
they
thing that
must
makes sense.
be. Yeah.
I guess. Do I want to approach a kobold?
Just frantically doing CPR on like everybody in my vicinity. Wake up!
Do they, with
Please!
that insight check, they all, as far as I can tell, appear to be dead already. No hope.
Yeah, you're pretty sure. You're pretty sure they're freshly dead.
I'll walk over to. Haven't introduced yourselves yet, so I guess the kobold, and just kind of poke the whichever body he's trying to do CPR. I'll just poke it with my
Yeah,
stick.
you watch as he's just trying to do CPR on these like clearly corpses. Like the CPR he's doing right now, the person is
One
like
dude
burnt.
has just a hole in his chest.
Yes, he is like the mast of the ship is running through him, and he's trying to do CPR on it.
Hey, bud. I think they're gone.
We can save them. You don't know. We can save them. Come on, help me.
I don't know a lot of things, but I'm pretty sure that man has a 16-foot rod sticking through his heart.
Well, shit, you make a good point.
And maybe, hey, I've never lived through that, but it hasn't happened, so I can't say for certain. If you want to keep going, you do you. I'm gonna head and I look up. Do I have any sense of direction whatsoever? Like where?
No, you're you know
Wait, am
you're
I
on
fine? Am I injured?
You two are relatively fine. Like you're scratched up, but miraculously survived. And as you're thinking about how weird that is, you hear in the distance a just a distant coughing.
Another survivor.
Maybe not all of them. Go quick. CPR.
Where? Do you want us to make a perception check?
Yes, please make perception checks.
Okay.
And Redfin,
Nice.
in a sort of mass of burning rubble, you hear the coughing, as well as like the sort of like flailing of a single arm.
I will make haste. Flailing of a single arm buried or a severed
Buried.
arm? Buried arm?
They are beneath a bunch of rubble.
Oh god, do I have... The kobold looks strong, correct?
The kobold does look buff.
Help me move these rocks.
Okay. And I'm gonna like walk up to the rock and like scamper back on all fours like a few paces and just like stand up and run it at full speed and try and like dig in from underneath and just hoist it up.
I guess to help, I'll use my staff as leverage.
Alright. And as you both approach, you hear an immediate help. Help. And this sort of flailing grows more restless. Make me a athletics check with advantage because you're getting help.
20 though.
And the two of you, you can tell that it is mostly thatch, but you lift a larger hunk of rubble and you see a very scratched up but well-dressed tiefling woman.
This makes 3. I think.
A good number. A good number.
Is it?
I'll reach out my hand to help up the Does the tiefling look like it can walk?
No. You can tell very clearly that one of her legs is bent the wrong way.
Oof.
And then just for thematics, so I know, would a cure wounds help with that at all?
It would alleviate the pain, but it wouldn't, like, fix anything.
I'm not gonna do it. Instead, can I do... I'm gonna try and set her leg.
I was gonna
And
say.
make me a perception check as you're getting closer to her, actually.
Okay.
Should I also or?
Ooh.
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
Thank
Damn.
I can't see.
And
I have my goggles
you're,
on.
You're watching him approach this tiefling woman, and you notice fur on the bottom half, which isn't normal for tieflings. And though the legs are bent the wrong way, there's no bleeding, and you're not really sure what's going on.
Are you a shapeshifter?
No, I'm not a shapeshifter. I just need help. Broken legs and all.
Hey, guy, we should find a stick and tie him to
stick?
the legs.
And you're trying
Oh,
to set her
course,
leg,
yeah.
correct?
That's the goal.
Make a medicine check.
I'm good at those.
Nice, because I am not.
You begin setting the leg when you hear a click.
Like a bone click or like a mechanical click?
Like a mechanical gun click. and you look up, and the tiefling woman is smiling at you, and she says, well, well, well. It's just the three of us. And thank you for your help, by the way. But I'm fine. And she is sort of like holding you there and looking at you, Thatch.
Okay. Seems a little strange. Everybody around you is dead. Your leg is twisted. You might think you're fine, but I don't think you can walk like that. So you can shoot me.
I'm just doing stretches.
Oh,
I don't think that that's the correct decision.
that is funny. But you see, the thing is, and the sort of shimmering sort of magic of a disguised self fades away as you realize this is not a tiefling. This is a satyr. And their
You
legs
are a
bend that
shapeshifter.
way. An illusionist.
That's what I said.
Slightly different. But unfortunately, it seems that you've suffered a horrible crash, and now you're being robbed. So if you could please hand me any gold or magical items that you might have, that would be great, and then I'll be on my way.
Now that I'm finished
I
stretching,
guess you're at my garb. Like, do I look like I own worldly possessions? Would you like my stick? It's a good stick.
I would like your stick. Does it
Okay, that's-
matter to you? That's what matters.
I mean, are there sticks in the general vicinity?
No, there are no trees in the general facility. This is a massive desert.
It matters a little bit. I mean, just so far in the sense that I currently don't see any other sticks that I can replace my stick with.
I'll be taking it. Oh, and you have very nice antlers. I'll be taking those too.
City.
Why?
As I finish stretching, I would like to throw my shield at the gun, like Captain
all right.
America.
Make an initiative roll to see if you can, who reacts faster, and then make an
It
attack
says that
roll.
I can't. There's no active combat.
Oh,
It's
just roll a d20.
D20 plus 3. Yeah.
Yeah, d20 plus 3.
Oh wait, it's not a D20. There we go. 19.
And I also can't do that, so I'm going to... Alright, and you... And make an attack roll. You definitely go for... You definitely...
Would I make an
Beat her
attack roll with the
reaction time.
shield?
Oh,
Yeah,
true.
How do I?
We'll say that's enough.
How do I do this?
We'll say that's enough for now, actually. And as you're talking, you're like, "Oh, why would you want my?" You see the shield fly out and hit her in the hand.
And
And
I'm literally
The
like,
gun doesn't fly away; it completely breaks, like into pieces of plastic.
I am definitely sprinting up to like follow up on that shield throw.
I will shillelagh, given the opportunity, and then bonk her with my magic stick.
And she looks horrified as all of this is happening. You rush her, you see the magic flow into your stick with Shillelagh, and she's just oh my. I'm sorry. Truce?
No chance! And I'm gonna jump and drop kick her in the fucking face.
make an unarmed strike.
So that's what, a D20 plus my strength?
Yes.
So,
And are you making an
15.
attack with that Shillelagh, or are you just casting Shillelagh?
Cast and bonk, but if she stops to speak there, I will not bonk, and then I assume she gets fucking drop kicked. So
She does not get drop kicked, actually.
Doesn't.
She rolls just barely out of the way as you into the sand. Pause.
pause.
I like spin around on all fours, like hissing with my tail like straight up and my spine sort of like sticking up.
We can talk about this. I'm very sorry.
Was the
I'm-
gun actually plastic?
The gun was fake. Yes.
The gun was fake.
Yes.
Oh, I knew I should have called you on it. I say, looking at the shattered gun. I should have told you to shoot me.
You should have, but that's all in the past, right?
I guess.
And I mean, we don't have any business together. After all, I don't even know you people. I have a few friends to look for, and until then, I'll never see you all again. Sorry for your time.
Reckon your friends are dead if you're looking for them here.
We
Oh,
can
no.
CPR.
My friends are very much.
CPR, Kobold! Go!
My friends
Just- Wake up!
and you rush over to another dead body, and as you're like just pushing for it to come to life, roll medicine.
Oh. This is gonna be fun.
Roll luck and then medicine, actually.
Roll luck and then medicine.
Yeah,
Well,
you already rolled medicine, but roll luck.
65.
You approach this body and you begin pushing for CPR. You don't know CPR, so you hear this sort of this crunch as this guy's like chest cavity just shatters as he, and you see just this little spurt of blood come out. If he was alive, he's not anymore.
I'm too strong!
It was nice talking to you. My friends are very much alive. You see, and she pulls out a like large sort of white piece of paper with various corners torn off.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
got a motherfucking
So long as-
Viva card.
So long as they're alive, we'll find each other eventually, etc., etc.
Wait. Why? So if your friends aren't here, you just come to ship crashes to rob the living with a fake gun instead of simply waiting for us to leave so you can take the valuables off the corpses?
It's a long story that I could explain to you.
I gesture to the
sure-
general nothingness. I'm going nowhere.
Yeah, we got time.
You see, I am currently under contract with a witch, and I need to bring her valuable possessions.
Oh?
Not monetary value, but things people care about.
What do you mean a
So-
witch? Which way?
Yeah, which way?
Which?
Wait.
What?
Is that
I'm very confused.
like a wizard?
Yes, like a wizard,
Oh!
but more dangerous.
Well,
And
why
a wizard
didn't you
is-
say that?
And a wizard is someone who studies magic.
And magic is...
You know what magic is! You're casting it right now, and she points.
I've never
slightly.
cast a single spell in my life. These are powers that were granted unto me.
Those powers are. Never mind.
Wait, you have powers?
I've got a magic stick.
I have.
I cast Shillelagh again and shake it.
That's magic.
No, it's a magic stick. I didn't do anything. The
You-
stick is magic.
No,
Incredible.
you made it magic with your magical powers.
Can I
That doesn't
see
make
your
any sense.
stick?
Tell me while you're here. Yes, I.
Because
I'm
Tell
just
me while
waiting
you're
for you to
here.
stick around.
I need valuable possessions in order to get my name back. Because I don't know my name anymore.
Sucks for you.
That's like. Just pick a new one. That's what I did.
I can't. I'll forget it too. The concept of a name. I can't have one because I was tricked by a witch who now wants hundreds of personal items that monetary value doesn't matter. I just need to steal them from people, but I can't kill them because if I kill them, then they no longer matter to the witch or something. It's very confusing.
Well, here, you can have
You
this.
considered
and I-
asking nicely.
May I please have everything you care about?
You can have this, and I
You
give
want
her
it?
the finger.
Where did you come from?
You, it's up to you where you came from. Various places around the world, but now you are on Prolux.
Yes, I am
If
from
you want to
Ocean
leave
Drone.
Prolux to find my past, I'm sure you could find the things, but I reckon they wouldn't very much matter, as I don't recall
No.
them. Do you want some
I've-
help?
Listen, I'm
very persuasive.
No. I have to do this alone. That's why I'm not even with my friends right now. But I'm sure one day,
She doesn't
I'll
even
solve
have
all
friends.
this. And I'll remember. Who are you
That's
all
true.
again?
I'm Redrin.
My name's Thatch, and I like hoist myself up on my tail, like to make myself look taller.
Ash, can I have my stick back?
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's an interesting stick.
Well, Redrin, Thatch, I'll be going. Please, if you head to the northeast, there is a abandoned church that you can find for shelter. I'm helping you because you didn't kill me, but now I really must be on my way.
Sounds like a trap.
Right, and your name was?
I don't have a name.
Oh,
Right.
your parents
I'm
didn't
gonna call
love
you Goats. Oh my gosh.
And as you say the word goat, what you just called her leaves your memory immediately.
Oh. Right, so I'm gonna call you.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes.
Ah.
Yeah. But
Well,
I
be
call you.
seeing ya. I'm gonna pick up my shield and start walking off.
More importantly, are you a small creature?
Me?
Yeah, are kobolds medium or small?
Yes. No, I'm small.
So you can ride a medium creature.
Yes.
Is a wolf medium?
A wolf
I be medium?
is... let me see. I think a wolf is medium.
I don't know where my monster man.
Yes,
Which way was
medium
that
beast.
church?
Yes. I will wild shape into a wolf. Wolfed. Thatch. We ride.
What? You might be the coolest person I ever met. And I
Coolest
guess
person I've ever met.
Hi, Vaughn.
As you lot are hopping on the wolf and moving away from the wreckage, you notice a giant, like, crystalline structure, like, deeper into the rubble. As you're heading away, you're sort of being more able to witness the entirety of it.
Oh.
And you notice woman moving not towards the crystal, but just in the opposite direction of you guys.
Hey, Wolf. I'm
Oh.
sorry, I don't remember your name.
Redrin, you can go first.
Redrin, do you think we should leave her? I mean, she seemed kind of like a shitty person, but I don't know.
To be fair, aren't most people pretty shitty?
Not my friends. They give me cool nicknames like Pack Rat, Pack Mule, and Blockhead.
I tell him. I say out loud under my breath.
Can I tell him?
What?
Huh?
I don't know. Do I have any clue where I'm going? Did I just come? I came here off of a sense. Like, yeah, this is where I'll find answers.
Yes, you came here off of a vague feeling, but you have no idea where you're going. No.
Oh, Thatch, why are you here? Why'd you come? Airship? Boat?
Airship. Boat. Airship.
Airship? Why'd you come on airship?
I like puff out my chest to be a hero. Why else?
Right then. So, is it spooky? The crystal structure?
No. So,
You seeing it in its entirety does spark a few just general knowledge that you have. These crystals are usually sit in the center of the ship, and they're what makes it fly. So this one looks less vivid in color than it usually would be.
Okay. So like it just went out.
Like it's actively going out.
DM, is that a plot hook?
I don't know, is it a plot hook? It's up to you. If you follow it, it's a plot hook. If you don't, it's not.
Well, I don't know shit about crystals.
I rack my brain. Do I know anything about crystals?
Roll me history.
Where'd
Actually, roll me arcana, excuse me.
Oh no.
Oh, I know even less than. I'm
Oh,
not even
I
gonna
got a
roll.
+3. I got a +3.
+3.
Nice.
Hey. You know that even if a ship crashed, the crystal would still be like there's never typically a time in these crystals' lives where they are not active. So it not being active is weird, very weird.
Okay, so yeah, I guess I'll just take Thatch's suggestion and we'll turn. And when I turn, I would like to sniff the air for two things. One, to see if there's anything other than this like burnt hand sanitizer smell, and two, if you said she was not necessarily walking that way, but just away from us, the tiefling.
Yes. And you want to track her scent as well?
I want to see if it seems like she's heading towards the crystal now, or if she's still just kind of going off.
All right. Roll perception with advantage.
Hearing or smell. Nice.
Wait,
Do you want to roll
what?
2 or just 1?
2. You have advantage because you're a wolf, correct?
Yes, but like, did you want me to roll 2 checks, one for her and one for the other one?
We'll combine them.
Okay, sure.
You take a deep whiff of the air. You smell that like sterile, burnt hand sanitizer smell. Faintly, you smell the ocean, and you smell the woman, and she seems to be headed towards, like, in the same direction as the ocean, which you're probably close to it then, because of the fact that you can smell it. So there's that.
Right. And that would make sense because we came over the ocean, yes?
Yes, you came over the ocean.
Wait, are we going to find hairy legs?
I like that. You wanted to go towards the crystal that is going out, which, by the way, is not normal. That shouldn't be going out unless it was like, well, even if it was destroyed with that check, would I know, like, would the
No, it would just become
multiple...
various small magical crystals.
Yeah, that shouldn't be going out no matter what.
I'm
So
trying
I
to
don't know what's
scratch
going
my
on
head.
over there, but there's something going on.
Then screw her. Let's go check it out. Look, listen to me, Red. This something strong enough to make the crystal go out. Sounds pretty powerful, but lots of glory. Let's do it.
Okay! I'll gallop towards it at my 40-foot movement speed.
And you begin moving towards the crystal. You're digging deeper into the wreckage. And as you're doing so, that sort of like hot air is like growing more and more around you. Along with this, like, your hairs are standing on their ends as if you're like you have a what's it called? What would it be called? Like static discharge around you constantly.
I could be a wolf for an hour. So I don't know
Alright.
how far it is, but...
It's not that far. And make me a Constitution saving throw, both of you.
Okay.
Constitution saving throw.
Ooh,
Normal.
13.
I'm a golden god. Oh no! Wait. Because I would use the wolves. Is it still... Aha! The wolves is better! I got 20.
All right. Thatch, you take 4 of this like magical force damage dancing at the edge of your skin, and Redfin, you take 2 as the sort of like magical air around you grows hazardous, and the amount of corpses near this crystal grow fewer and fewer, and you start to notice the gravity around you sort of start to shift. Everything is more floaty
I feel
right
like
now.
some of my scales like shrivel up and sort of like flake off. Something's
I'm
weird
gonna
here.
slow. And it seems like it's getting stronger as we get towards
It
the
seems
crystal.
like it's getting stronger, yes. And finally, you sort of arrive to where you can see where it crashed. There's this massive crater whereas gravity around around the crater seems to be lesser, the gravity immediately around it seems to be much greater, as you can almost see the sand start to shift and like vibrate around it in this twisting motion. And you see a vaguely humanoid body at the bottom of it.
Oh no, our friend. Is it our friend?
doesn't look feminine.
Oh, okay, good. I mean, oh no, it's so terrible.
Oh no.
We gotta get down there and help him.
Shocked again, it's your fault. Hey, go down.
You
And-
said what?
We get shocked again, it's your fault.
Okay.
As you slide down very fast.
Oh,
You-
should we be
Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Well,
Aha,
it's too
I'm a
late for
wolf.
that. Both of us, or
Yeah.
just
Both
Red?
of you, because you both jumped.
Okay.
Oh, he's on me.
Yeah, you're on him, so.
So this is +2. Wait, is this a saving throw or a check?
Saving throw.
Oop, wrong one. Dexterity. Saving throw. Normal. +2, it's a 9.
You both take 1 damage because I rolled a 1.
W.
Yes.
Bludgeoning damage. As you slide
wait, I'm a
into
wolf.
the crystal.
I have 11 HP.
Alright.
So I'm 3 off of that. Is there a good place to track that? I'll just do that. You know what? I have a book or a notebook. I'm just gonna do that here.
Alright.
I
After
just
this,
put
I
it in
can
the
put in.
temp HP spot.
Oh, true, yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I'm gonna like scamper around the crystal.
You're moving very slowly as the gravity around this is great.
Yeah, I like take the first step and my hand like sinks deeper into the sand, and I'm like, oh, be real careful here. I think this is best for a strong body. And I'm gonna like, and like flex and start walking through.
As you make a great effort to like start trudging towards, you see the human-shaped body, though it definitely isn't anything like. This is no elf, this is no human, this is no orc. This is weird.
I don't know what the heck this guy is.
As it gives labored breaths.
So I guess when Thad says he doesn't know what it is, I just assume that I just couldn't remember.
Yeah.
So now I'll try and figure it out if I can. Any defining features?
You
big.
notice slimy skin, very
Gross.
thin, brittle bones. There seems to be heavy bleeding from the face, and an overall like soft head.
And it's not crushed by the gravity?
He's breathing.
Not crushed by the gravity, almost as if it's not affecting it. It is breathing. You can tell the mouth is somewhere beneath all of that blood on its face, and you see sort of just these bubbles shooting out with every breath. Its blood is this sort of like, it smells very strongly of that like sterile, like hand sanitizer smell.
You're the source of the smell. I'll walk up and, well, no, pad up and sit, I guess, because I can't kneel. Next to him. Any response from him?
The eye that's there sort of shoots over to you. It is big, it is purple, and slitted.
I'm still walking
Gross.
forward. I'm gonna try and like pick this guy up.
Ew.
I'll
You-
save you.
You touch this dude, and you take 4 points of acid damage as its blood gets on you, and you feel it sort of sizzling into your skin.
Sir. Ma'am, sir.
Then,
Thatch, don't!
sort of booming in both of your minds, you hear a... Who are you?
And
Thatch, I'm here to save you.
Thatch is here to save you.
Cannot save me. I am my vital functions stopping. All of them. Brain death imminent.
Brain dead.
No. We can do it.
What if I, like, put you in a bottle? I don't have one, but what if I did?
Crying.
I don't know what you mean.
You got it, bud.
I'm going to die. But mission accomplished.
Is this? Would... it's not like he's not being helpful. He just seems... I don't think Charmington would be any assistance.
Might, you could try it.
Well, it doesn't seem to be, like, hiding it. Well, I guess first, what was your mission, bud?
Crying.
And you see him sort of scanning you for a moment. Gloating. Necessary, yes, gloating. Me and my people have successfully destroyed the infrastructure that allowed your people, your kind,
What you mean, you people?
Crying.
to fly in these wonderful ships.
All of it? Or just this one? Because you know there's, like, hundreds of
All of-
those.
All of them, of
Oh.
course.
So
And if it's because he's putting these emotions in your head, but it's pride that you're feeling through him.
you killed all these people?
A sacrifice. But a
Why?
worthy one.
And I want to like grab his neck.
I'll do that. Thatch. It'll hurt.
You dig into his neck, and you take 9 points of acid damage, and it just sort of sizzles
Fuck.
around you.
Why?
And you take 5 more points of acid damage. As you say why,
Thatch,
and
drop him.
you see, like, sort of, you can smell the melting of Thatch's flesh as he's sort of digging his kobold claws into this thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop him now.
And
Motherfucker, I'm at 9 HP.
Buds.
I'll drop Wild Shape and fucking tap patch on like the back of the knee with a cure wounds.
You
Oh,
tap
appreciate you.
him. You can roll that cure wounds, baby. And he says,
Let's do the 1d8. Click. Roll.
Me?
"The consumption."
Game.
You-
No.
Oh. He says the consumption of you and your peoples is
Oh,
important to me and mine.
Did you say consumption?
Consumption,
Yes.
yes.
They would be sick. I'm gonna push you in a bottle.
What bottle?
I don't know. Dash, do you have a jug, perhaps?
I got
I
a
have a
bag.
big pack. What's in it?
Hey, don't touch it. I like grit
I
my
wasn't. I'm
teeth.
asking you. I'm asking.
I got a bag on my thigh. Don't touch my patch, though. My pack.
I don't think he'll fit in that.
But what did
I
you
guess
say?
I won't save you.
He's about to cast the spell Liquefy, nigga.
I see.
Well, I get if. Well, there's no reason to dirty my hands with your death. You're still gonna. Well, you're already fallen over, but you're gonna pass beyond here pretty soon. Is there anything else you want to gloat about? You're a prideful guy. I can feel it.
And his eye sort of twitches around between you two. Make me intelligence saves.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, no. Oh, I dropped it. I dropped the wild shape. Oh, and I keep my medicines. I
Yeah,
was
you
playing
take
it for a
your
second.
mental-
Yeah, I looked over at the intelligence. I was like,
-19.
-4. Attributes, intelligence. Oh, saving throw. Normal.
Alright. No reading, he says as he like scans his eye over to Thatch, and as he scans his over to you, Redfin. What's your intelligence score?
Just
13.
13?
Yeah.
Interesting.
steely faced.
The furtherment of my genetic memory would be interesting. And his singular hand sort of pulls itself into his gouged eye, his exploded eye, I should say. And he pulls out a worm.
Shield bash.
Red
Like a
fin.
mind flayer worm or like.
A worm?
Alright. Gross. You are one disgusting little creature, aren't you?
Would you do me a favor?
Probably not. You did just kill like everyone I know.
For a necessary cause. You'll
What
learn
cause?
shortly. The furtherment of a superior, intelligent group of people and the securement of a future for
Sounds like
said
fascism to
people.
me.
What is fascism?
You know what? Good point. I don't know either.
I'm crying.
And he has this sort of wriggling worm, and he says, I offer you evolution.
I'm just gonna and shield bash his hand.
And as you do, you shield bash his hand, and you feel this wave of like disappointment. The worm is immediately flung and crushed into the gravity,
Would have made me powerful. I can sense it.
and he says,
I don't say that, but I think it if he can read my thoughts.
"Hey, maybe he can." Unfortunate. I have no use for you or your thing. And he sort of looks at Thatch.
I'm
And if his lack of a face could convey emotion, you feel like it would be one of disgust.
yeah, I'm gonna turn around to
I
walk
got you,
away.
bud. You're slimy and just pull a worm out of your eye. Get out of here.
And as I turn around to walk away, I'm gonna flick my tail and like whip sand into his face.
And it there. He doesn't react. He's just sort of laying there. And then he says, nice conversation with idiots. And you feel this like sort of convulging of energy, and you feel you see a slight shimmer sort of flicker and fade, and his soft body just goes flat into the sand, instantly crushed.
Gross. Oh, is the gravity still happening?
The gravity is still happening. Finally, you see the sort of final bits of light fade from the crystal. That gravity is still there. It seems to be more the cause of it is like the crystal being there, even without its magic, it's still having this gravitational effect on everything. But
so with my roll for the crystals, I assume that the crystals are a gravitational field that allows the ships to fly by like
yes,
altering gravity. Okay.
yeah,
I would know that. Is that common knowledge?
fairly common knowledge.
Okay.
Skyships are common.
Not anymore.
If what he's saying is true, then yeah, not anymore.
Well,
But what would you guys like to do now?
Red, we've met a lot of jerks today. But,
I've met 3 people today, and 2 of them have been awful.
yes, exactly.
This does not bode well. I'm gonna go
And-
back into the woods if this trend keeps continuing.
If
No, no,
if
no,
there
no.
was a flashback sequence, you see a flashback to you saying most people are awful.
Oh no.
I'm crying. I'm just gonna look at you and say, can you turn into a wolf again? With like a big ass grin.
And one more time today.
One more time today, yes.
Ooh. I think before that, Thatch. How big is it? How far away from the crystal did the gravity start to get like intense?
It starts whenever you get into the crater, and the crater is about 15 feet out from the center of the
This is
crystal.
not nearly as big as I thought it was.
No, it is. It is very like exact. Like where the crater starts is almost a perfect circle.
So, are there other of the crystals? Was this the one crystal powering our ship, or did it break? Or
This was the one. Yes, it seems to be intact still.
and what's her face? Can't remember her name for the life of me for some reason.
She didn't have one.
Right. We were going northeast. Which way did we go to get like south?
You went south, but you're still in the same general like area, you know?
And northeast was where she suggested
Yeah,
we go.
she said northeast.
How did she didn't give an indication of how far, right?
No, she just said that there is a church there.
Church. Let me see. Can I be a horse? I don't think so.
What I think you can. The challenge rating of a horse is not
Good
high.
Level 2 wild shape options.
Because I would rather be something more effective. If I'm gonna do it,
Yeah, I don't think the challenge rating of a horse is definitely not.
Look,
Is definitely probably 1/2. I think you can become a horse.
I believe I'm 1/4 because I don't have my circle yet.
hear me
Oh,
out, hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. I'm not
Yes,
trying
sir.
to be super metagamey, but if
If
we
you
run
know an
into
option,
combat,
I don't play druids.
I'm just saying, if we run into combat, I don't know how helpful the horse is gonna be.
It's gonna be fast.
Right?
That's
Or do
true.
they only have a 40?
It's a good
They have
thing I'm a.
60.
It's
Where's
a
the
good thing
horse
I'm a
at?
cavalier.
Yeah,
So,
horse has
horse.
60
DD
feet of
5e.
movement speed.
Riding horse.
Well, they are 1/4 challenge rating, so you
They
can
are-
become a horse.
I could be a wolf, but I feel like if we're just trying to make time, I can only be something
And
else
this is
for
a
an
desert,
hour.
so you could also be a camel, etc., etc.
I think we want speed over anything else, right?
Alright.
Natch?
uh,
Horse, camel, wolf. I've never seen a camel. Never mind.
Never seen a camel, alright.
Well, if I have, I don't remember it. I'm not from here, right? So, and I don't think I'd be from a desert.
Yes.
What's
I'm
a
a horse.
camel?
I don't know. I forgot. Horse. I turned into a horse.
And I imagine you get out of the gravitational field first
Yes,
and then turn
yes,
into a
yes.
horse? Alright. You step out, the gravity lightens around you, and you wild shape into a horse.
Excellent. Can you ride bareback? Well, you just rode a wolf. You should be fine.
Yeah.
You hop on Thatch?
Yeah, I'm gonna like hop on and like wrap my tail around his underbelly to like sort of brace
Long tail.
myself.
Kind of kinky. And I guess we head northeast because we have nowhere else to go.
Alright. And you head northeast. You start your ride out. There is a sort of vast dead space around you. This is nothing but like sand and rock and desert. In the wind, whereas pretty much everywhere else in the world, a druid would hear some sort of message from someone somewhere. You hear nothing.
Right. And as you described to me, the druid language is, like in the bark, in the way the insects move, things like that.
Yes, yes, it is.
And
in
there's no
nature.
life.
There is bits of life, but it is not like, it's not natural. The only
there-
things you see are like sort of magical life around you. You see, sort of in the shifting of the sand, a singular dung beetle rolling a mound of dung, but looking at it, this is no normal dung beetle. As it rolls out its incantation, it lets go of what was dung, but what is now solid stone, rolling into its traps, etc., etc. Nothing here seems to be like truly natural. Everything is mixed with something.
I hate it here. Is there any way for me to leave a message with this
Yes,
lack
you
of
can.
nature?
You can leave a message in the wind. It just means that there are no druids in the nearby area, essentially.
Okay. So I'll just as we ride,
Yeah, a very
just
simple
thematically using the swishing of my tail and mane through the wind, I'll leave a message basically saying, "Ship crashed, strange creature, destruction of skyships." I don't think that's very helpful, but that's all. I'm gonna do.
Destruction of skyships doesn't make it through because skyship isn't a word that can really be described in druidic.
Strange
but
creature
everything else-
destruction.
Yes, destruction, as it shifts off into the wind. And after about 45 minutes of riding, in the distance you see the ruins of a structure.
Hey, there's something over there.
I know it's been roughly 45 minutes. I got about 15 minutes left. We could go towards the structure, or we could. Is that where we're going? Does it appear to be, or no?
These seem to be the ruins of something. Could be a church. You'll have to get a little closer to be sure.
I guess we wouldn't have anything else indicating. So yeah, I'll turn that way.
All right. As you get closer, you see the sort of ruined stained glass around you, and this does seem to be a church. The immediate area around it is rather empty, but you do see. Actually, rolling perception. Sorry. Actually, what's your passive perception? There we go.
It'd be mine, right? That's wisdom
Yes, it would
plus
be yours.
proficiency.
Yes.
Wisdom score or
Wisdom modifier, then plus
Wisdom
10
modifier.
and proficiency.
Mine is
so
13.
proficiency is 2. I think mine's slightly higher.
It
15.
should be somewhere you can
Is it
just
somewhere?
see. Let me see.
Wisdom? No. Unless I'm a fool, which I might be.
Oh well, but it should be
15.
15. Yeah.
Alright, yeah,
All right.
okay.
You see, sort of the
Yeah.
you see footprints leading in.
Are they hoof prints or footprints?
Footprints.
Barefoot.
Bare feet, which is weird.
I respect a creature who goes around in their bare feet. I reckon I'll drop the horse. Well, I'll let Thatch know.
Yeah. You
Thatch,
transform.
dismount.
I just like
Thatch.
leap off. Yeah! That was
And you
fun.
hear a. As you get closer, the sort of humming of two people.
Are you stealthy? Thatch,
Hmm?
are you stealthy?
No. Fuck. Kinda. A little bit.
Well, do you want to? I'm whispering. I'm just gonna speak normal volume for the sake of Discord.
Alright.
Do you want to sneak on them or just announce our presence? So far, we're 2 for 2 on assholes.
I hear you. But
Statistically, they can't be all bad.
yeah. And a real hero barges in!
He yells.
And as you do that, the humming stops, and you hear a, oh, sort of
Oh.
in unison together. And
Sexual.
through the ruins, through the stained glass poking out, you see two women's faces.
In the stained glass?
Yes, sort of like poking out through the stained glass.
Oh.
Oh, how do I have to zoom out? How do I pull this down?
But what? Oh,
Because when I zoom in, it just takes me to the bottom of the map.
Fuck it.
I don't know how this system works.
let me activate the map for you. You should be able to see now.
I can see just when I zoom. Here, I'll show you.
Let me see.
Oh.
I can't see everything if I zoom. I don't really need to be zoomed in, I guess.
Oh, you can. Oh, it's because the map is a little out, a little tall, so you can't quite see the other side of it yet.
Right. Okay.
If your character moves,
Oh, I'm just centered on my character. Okay.
Yeah,
City,
you're set
you
on.
should put the spy character on the other thing, because I can't see the map because I don't have a token. And doesn't matter. We'll figure it out later.
all right.
I just don't want to reveal my cards, you know what I mean?
I see. I'll put the spy character right here. I'll make them invisible. Alright. So,
Wait,
as
let
two
me-
of you approach, you see two sort of smiling women's faces. Very ugly. Very, very ugly.
Or uggos.
It's on character 5, City. Is what I was talking about. Yeah.
I don't even see a character 5.
Or the player 5 or whatever.
Oh, let me... Character 5 now also owns the spy.
Yes, now I see.
Okay. Alright. And they... Oh! And they are sort of talking at the same time.
It says I don't own a token with visibility. Fuck it.
It's fine.
Is it because it's invisible? Do I have to...
Yeah, now I can see it.
Okay. I'm just gonna put him in, like, a corner then.
Okay.
So he's not actually, like, there. We have two... desert wanderers.
Not by choice.
Oh. What happened? Can we help you? And sort of through the door, these two women step out. They have the heads of women, but very much so like bird bodies. Women's feet, no arms, just wings. These
Harpies?
are harpies. Yes.
What do I know about? What do I remember about harpies?
What do you remember about harpies? Roll me history.
Yeah. Ooh, everything.
You know that harpies are monsters that are typically not nice. They are scavengers for the most part. And they don't usually speak. Like, they can speak, but they choose not to people most of the time.
I am scared. Maybe we're looking for. Look at that civilization.
Civilization. Oh. Well, what kind of civilization? Are you looking to... We are technically civilization, no?
That's
And they
that's
sort
a
of
fair
look
point.
at each other, and they smile. Yes, we're technically civilization.
That's a fair point. I was hoping more for humans, elves, dwarves, you know, your standard culturally dominant, can provide me maybe with some answers. There was an oops, I think something that crashed our ship. A satyr tried to rob us. Are you gonna... Please don't rob me.
Rob you? Do you have anything worth robbing?
Not really, but that doesn't seem to stop people.
It's okay. We won't rob you. We are nuns.
I feel like this. We got set up.
Oh, pretty little thing. And what's your name? And one of them sort of steps out of the church and approaches you, Thatch, and is very much so like puppy dog, like looking down at you, like, aren't you the cutest little thing I've ever seen?
No.
Hi, I'm Thatch. Maybe I was wrong. They seem nice.
They do.
Thatch! And she grabs your cheeks and like wiggles them around a bit.
Yeah?
Yes, we are nice. Nice.
So you're
Nice.
nuns?
Nuns, yes.
Of what order?
Order.
We are nuns. We are nuns. We are nuns. Of what order? Well, that would be Demicraw, which is assuming your knowledge of religion. This is one of the more well-known gods, just the god of knowledge in general.
That seems like a little column A, column B type of situation.
Column A, column B.
Um,
But they sort of look at you. We have chosen to remove ourselves from wider harpy culture and look over this decrepit little church in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
but why?
Meditation, discipline. It builds character doing things like this. And they sort of walk around and gesture to it. This old decrepit thing used to be a part of an old society's library. But now, nobody lives there. An old church of knowledge, if you will. And now, we're carrying on its legacy. It's, ideological. But I shouldn't be telling you everything about our lives. Isn't that right, sister? Right, sister. Would you like to come in? There are holes everywhere, so it's not very
Well,
defensible, but it's nice.
defend against what?
The horrors of other planes, darling.
Sand krakens.
Sandworms?
Well,
Yeah, that's what I said.
really, how do we get out of here?
Where's here? What do you mean? Off the continent? Off
That's-
our land?
Desolate, sandy wasteland that is in everything.
This
Shake sand
Desolate
out of
wake.
various.
Well,
shit.
unfortunately, you are on Prolux, and everywhere here is for the most part desert. You could climb a mountain, and there's snow there at least. But I'm afraid you're going to be seeing desert for a good while. You could go to Ocean Drome and
That's where I'm from.
really?
Yeah.
Well, what are you doing here then? Most people don't tend to leave Ocean Drome.
Looking
Very
for
useful.
how to become a better hero.
Well,
Adventure.
there's a skyport there, so if your friend at least wants to get off Prolux, he could take a skyship out. As far as other methods, you could pay someone to teleport you, you could get a ship out, but I don't recommend that. Why would you ever use a ship when there are skyships, after all?
There aren't skyships. At least according to the ooze thing.
There aren't?
You're nuns of knowledge.
Yes.
Would you happen to have any insight into a acidic, oozy creature with a worm in its eye that it tried to give me?
Can you go into further detail with your description?
Was
He was purple.
it was purple,
Yes, purplish.
and then like frail bones, and as far as
And
he was covered in a lot of blood around the ship or the crystal from our sky ship, and they found a way to suck the magic out of supposedly all of them, though I haven't seen another sky ship since we crashed.
Interesting. Based on the description, I'd say, sister. Could you fetch one of the guidebooks? And the sister very quickly sort of rushes out behind her, and oh my god, I just clicked the stream to try and drag her over.
I'm crying.
And she has with her sort of various tomes tied all around her body. This one, whereas the other one is wearing absolutely nothing, this one is wearing a rudimentary dress made out of books. And she
Interesting.
hands her one, and she begins to flip through it.
Dorsal.
That would be your mind flare.
Oh,
Oh, what?
You do not. Neither of you know what that is.
right. Yes, a mind flare, of course. And they do what again?
Well, the thing is, we don't actually know much about it. Everything we have was documented by a adventurer named Volo about 60 years ago, but he wasn't able to get much. It is known that they have tadpoles, that they hate us, being intelligent life that isn't them, and we didn't even know that they had acidic blood, actually, so I'll take note of that. And she sort of begins writing more into this tome.
Information. Anyway,
You
how
all
do
look
we get out of
tired.
here?
Well, here is a relative place. As far as leaving Prolux,
How
if
do
what
we
you're
get
saying
to
about
Ocean Drone?
that would be east, directly east. You'd follow until you hit the coast, and then you would follow the coast until you hit Ocean Drome. Though, in between there, you should find an unnamed, as of the moment, settlement in the Whistling Scar, where you'll find a Temple of Quinter, and that's about it, really. Empty desert for the most part between that, but you know how the desert is. Things pop in and out of existence all the time, so
For sure.
for sure. You don't seem confident. Who
Huh?
are you two, by the way?
That
We got
That's
your-
written.
No, but who are you? Where do you come from?
Ocean Drone.
Tell us about yourselves. You come from Ocean Drome, and
I'm
why
an
are
adventurer.
Then where have you adventured to?
Places?
Funny. Very cute. And you, Redfin,
Friend,
are also an adventurer?
2 R's, no
partners?
F. Sure. He's written me. Wait.
Oh yeah, I did write
She's
him.
laughing. She's also laughing.
He turned into animals,
now?
and he. God, there's just really no way to say this without euphemism, is there?
And
I was
he
gonna say
rode
mounted.
you. And he mounted you.
Saddle. Stop. Okay, listen.
So you're very special friends. Wonderful. Wonderful.
No, well,
Yeah, we're special friends.
yeah. Okay.
Of course.
I am from a place, and I am here looking for answers. I would tell you more. I just happen to not know.
You've forgotten?
It would seem that way. Or I've always been forgetful, and I'm just this way.
Interesting.
Leaves me with a very whimsical nature. But for now, I seek to find answers.
Well, the two of you are absolutely adorable. If you'd like to rest here, you can. We're going to be doing a few experiments. And in the meantime, would you like dinner?
What time? Like, is the sun going down?
The sun is, yes, about to go down.
I
I
am
guess,
kind
I
of
mean-
hungry.
Sure. I've got
Okay.
good berries.
Wonderful. And the four of you step into this sort of desolate church. There along the walls there is faded text that you can't quite read, and various sort of benches all along the side. Along the far center, there is a shattered sort of container for something, you're not sure what, along with stairs that run around it leading down. The two of them sort of shuffle along ahead of you, and one of them heads down into the basement. Wait here. Sister, keep them company. And she sits and waits on you. Well, in the meantime, you're seeking civilization. And you said you've met two bad people in the meantime. You very much didn't want us to be bad. Tell us about that.
So,
They were
I guess
jerks.
one are mind flayers people.
No.
Then one bad person.
They're
And a freak.
as of right now, we've categorized them as aberrations because we're not really sure what they are or where they're from.
But it's somewhere else. And then the other was a satyr named.
A what?
Oh, you mean we met her earlier in the day, actually. She said she had a feeling something beautiful was going to happen around the direction you guys came from. So
She
I
pulled
guess
a gun on me. It was fake, but still.
Oh, she did the same to us.
I
She
broke
took
it.
a few of... Wonderful. She took a few of our tomes because of our vow of peace. We weren't allowed to do much about that. She took a few of our more valuable information, but no bother in that. We're retranscribing them as we speak. So, here we are. And this sort of awkward silence is about to wash over you all when Harpy number 2 comes back up, holding very, very hard, like hardtack, you can tell, along with rocks.
What do harpies usually eat?
They usually eat meat.
I don't got any of that.
Well, you do. You just wouldn't want to
Yeah, on my
get rid of
flesh.
yes.
Oh,
Well,
apparently I also have a letter from a dead colleague posing a question I have not yet answered.
oh. Well, you'll have to tell me what that is sometime. You all are presented with your meal, and the two of them say, please enjoy your food. In the meantime, we have things to get acquainted with.
Not to be disrespectful of your hospitality, or maybe I can share. How many can I make? 10? Up to 10? I'm gonna cast Goodberry.
Oh, you cast Goodberry. What do your good berries look like?
I would imagine, think of a berry in your, like, the most basic berry, because that's all I'm gonna be familiar with, or I guess from wherever I'm from.
They just sprout from his nuts.
They sprout in my palm, thank you. And there's 4 of us and 10. We only need to eat one, right?
Yeah, you'll need one to be fueled for the day.
How long they last?
I'm just like
24
scarfing down
hours.
whatever they gave me.
That answers exactly what we were wondering. You aren't some sort of shapeshifter. You're a druid. The first
Yes.
in a long time. Beautiful.
That's
A druid?
exactly what I am.
A hood?
I'd asked you where you come from, but you don't remember. Tragic.
Not much. Do you want a berry?
Yes, and they pick a berry up and they pop it into their mouths, both of them, and they are ecstatic with it. You see this sort of like bit of it's very like plump, full of juice, and as they bite into it, a bit of it trickles down the side of their mouths. Mm.
Goodberry Pog. Never been used effectively before. I'll look at Thatch. He's eating the hardtack and shit. He seems
Yes,
to be
yeah,
doing
yeah.
fine.
Thatch is just into the hardtack.
Yes.
I'll just eat one myself and let them have the other 7. And I assume you know they last for 24 hours. You don't really need them, but here you go.
Well, thank you for your wonderful hospitality. Would you like to see a secret?
Sure, everything's a secret to me.
Well,
Hey, me
we
too.
invite the two of you down here then. And they gesture to the stairs.
Sure.
And the 4 of you go down. It is very dark. Those of you without dark vision.
I definitely have dark vision, but this
I
is
definitely
sussy.
don't.
They don't turn on any lights. They just seem this place doesn't seem to be accommodating to those without dark vision.
Oh my gosh. I don't have a light.
So
Do I
you
have a-
can't see anything.
I have 10 torches. I don't know. Am I covered? Is there books everywhere?
My tail just keeps
Well,
chirping
you can't
at me.
tell. It's very dark. Feeling
I'll
the
ask.
walls. Yes, lots of books everywhere.
Would it be improper of me to light a torch? I cannot see.
Very improper of you to light a torch.
I shall
Yes.
not then.
But we might be able to help with that. Sister darling, could you? And she digs into one of her books, and you see, well, Thatch, you see her entire fist, sort of her up to shoulder, shoved into a singular book, and she pulls out a firefly that immediately sort of buzzes around and then turns very bright, illuminating the halls.
Magic
This sort
is
of
very
dark
funny.
green light sort of irradiates around as you see thousands of very old books all around you.
Holy.
And
I don't know
in
how
the
to
distance,
read.
you see a table with sort of a tarp over it, and the smell of honey emanating from it, along with the light scent of brimstone alongside that. We do love showing our experiments. Well, this is new.
Happened today, as a matter of fact, but we stumbled across something beautiful. You're the third group of people to come here today, actually.
Us? Was the tiefling in a group?
The tiefling was not in a group, she was very much so alone, but a young boy and his protector came alongside. And we found this. And they gesture to the tarp and sort of release it, sort of this grand magician's reveal of the body of a human without a head. No blood. There seems to be this sort of a light honey smell coming off of the stump. And then, like, sort of cradled, like, hugging him tightly, is a young child.
Did you do
Did you
this?
kill
Devon?
him?
No.
Oh, thank God.
We don't know what happened to them. He, the body, stumbled here, still alive, mind you, having flickered into existence from what we suspect to be the Feywilds. We can't be certain, though. The child is unresponsive. Seems
It's a
to be
tiefling, I meant Satyr.
Oh, yeah, yes. The child, and he is a small halfling boy, very small, about 2 feet tall, seems to be terrified out of his mind, and based on some of his belongings, royalty, or at least very rich. We're trying to extract some information and find out why this body is still alive. We would look through his things. The child seems to have a pouch on him, but we figured it rude and are waiting for him to be less shaken and offer us permission.
Would it be uncouth of me? You know what? I don't care. I'm gonna do it anyway. Where is it?
What you doing?
I am going to. Well, I don't have calm emotions. Would you, as the GM, and whether you want to say yes or no is perfectly fine, or if you want to say maybe, would Charm Person allow me to calm the child? It would help.
It would help.
I'm gonna cast it.
It'll
I'm gonna
help, yeah.
cast it and then slowly approach the boy.
Yes, boy.
The young boy, just softly, hey, buddy. I guess he has to saving throw, which would be 14.
Alright. And you watch as the child sort of jerks away from you for a moment, and then you see him sort of hypnotically pause.
Oh wow, you're a really soothing guy.
Oh yeah, totally.
This sort of bit of drool pokes from out of his eyes, or from out of his mouth, as his eyes have this light magical glow around them.
And real quick before I continue, I'm gonna address whichever one of the harpies, probably the one without the book. She seems to be the more talkative of the two. Do you still have one of those berries? And has the boy been fed?
No, we have not fed him. We were waiting for
Yes,
him
yes.
to do something before we fed him, but he doesn't seem to accept it from us.
If
Yes,
you
we
wouldn't
still
mind.
have one of those berries you gave us, and you hand it to him, or she hands it to you.
And then I put it in my hand, reach out. Are you hungry, boy?
And he doesn't answer. He just sort of stares at you.
And then just as gently as possible, I'm gonna try and see if he has a tongue.
You sort of poke around at his mouth and manage to get it open, and you see, no, he does not have a tongue. And that sort of honey, that brimstone scent specifically, is very, very thick as you open his mouth. Bad breath.
And message
Crying.
would not help because it's not mental. Well, it is, but not. They have to speak. He's got no tongue.
Oh, well, you've learned more than us. We wouldn't touch the boy.
Does it look cut out? As far as like I know I probably don't get a super good look into the boy's mouth, but
You see that the end was burnt, so it looks cut out and cauterized. As in, this kid probably didn't lose his tongue recently.
no. And the dead body is there. I don't. I'll place the berry next to him, and just kind of back off, and then looking over. Can I get a sense of anything else that might be causing him to not even try to communicate? Whether it's just like a he's given up because he doesn't have a
roll
tongue,
insight.
or okay. No, get it.
Roll medicine alongside that. You're looking at this child, and it's sparking this brief, like, sense that you know, like, you medically know, like, what's happening to this, to him, and the words shell shock come to mind. This is a, like, traumatized child.
Based.
Are these magical? Do they cast spells?
Let me see, actually.
I believe so.
I guess theoretically, there's nothing stopping
They
them
are
from
magical creatures,
learning.
and they have... Yeah, they could learn magic. True.
And these guys seem pretty smart. Let's.
That's just watching
see.
in awe.
I'm gonna
What's happening?
roll an intelligence saving throw, or ability check, I guess, if that's all right. No, I guess it'd be Arcana, to see if I can recall. Actually, you tell me, because it could be history too.
For what are you trying to?
I want to see if I can recall anything. Basically, I'm looking for the name of the spell, Calm Emotions, because it's not something I personally know, but to see if there's something that they might know that might be helpful.
Roll Arcana, yeah. And that was a...
18.
Okay. You're thinking through spells, because Calm Emotion is on the Druid spell list, correct?
I think so. I believe it's on Druid and Sorcerer.
Okay, and Druids prepare their spells. So, this is a spell that you... Because it's a first level spell, right?
Mm.
Let me see. Because this might literally be something that you know. No, it's second level. You don't have second level spells yet. You're aware that this is something that, like, magicians and the sort can do. So you're thinking there has to be a spell out.
a druid spell.
Oh, it is. Then no, it's a bard and cleric spell actually. So
It would seem, yeah.
you're
Detect
aware
thought.
that this is something magic can do. You're just not really sure what the spell would even be called.
I never got the fucking harpies' names. Do the harpies have
They
names?
haven't.
Did they introduce themselves?
They have not given you their names. They've
Okay.
just been referring to each other as sister.
Do either of you addressing both of the harpies? You know, looking back and forth. Do either of you know of any spells or abilities that you might possess in here, or the knowledge in here, or perhaps? I guess I wouldn't sense that either because I'm not really an Arcana type of caster. I don't know. Is this a magical place? Does it vibe magic?
Well, not. It's more so like this is a place where knowledge gathers, and because of that, magical knowledge is. Magic is a secondary tag.
Right. So I'm not likely to find random magic items here. Books maybe that tell
Yeah.
of things, and that clearly she has one magical book. Oh, I guess she has stuff. Do you have anything that would calm someone. It seems the boy is in a severe state of stress.
Sing him a song.
We we were thinking that. Unfortunately, we have vowed to never cast spells again. It's a part of our ritual. Think, and I guess for you, the players, to understand, it's more so the way I guess uh, nuns and monks shy away from like sex and physical pleasure. These harpies have shied away from not using magic, but casting magical spells.
Anything in that deep book of yours, sister?
I just start singing in Draconic, and it's like Bagugabi.
Does the child react to the singing?
He
Oh, you know what? We didn't try. Sorry, go ahead.
he seems distant at the moment.
Okay, and the smell of so there's two more things I want to check. So the smell of honey. Any indicate? Well, I guess I can ask the sisters too. Do you have any idea what the smell of honey is about? And then in asking them, also constantly trying to rack my brain because I feel like this child might be important.
The smell of honey is typically associated with dippings and dealings with the Feywild. Of a smell commonly associated with witches or hags, if you will,
Wait.
and various other things that come from the plane. And
That-
alongside that,
Gun
just in
girl.
case you were wondering, the smell of brimstone comes with the 9 hells. It's a very odd mixture, the two of them, but ones that have grown increasingly common in the past however many hundred years, no? Though you're not from Province,
Yeah,
so you
sure.
would know.
That girl with the gun, she knew a witch.
Here's something I found on the web.
She did
Echo,
know,
stop.
didn't she?
Oh.
And I am going to go through. So that was common. The boy's halfling, correct? As
Yes,
far as we can tell.
the boy is halfling.
I'm gonna try to ask him if he's all right in Sylvan, and ask him to nod.
You
And
ask
hopefully that doesn't cause a panic attack.
in Sylvan, and as you address him, he does not take that well. You're speaking to him, you're asking if he's okay, and his eyes go wide, and they well up, and he just starts silently crying, like not making any noise, but just bawling his eyes out.
Why
Did
are
you
you so
say-
mean to him?
I asked him if he was okay in Sylvan, which would imply that whatever terrible thing happened in the Feywild. So yes, the honey is that. And then since how long is he charmed for? How long does it last?
Check for me, because I did not.
Until the spell ends.
The spell lasts.
Charm person, advantage. Fails to charm until the spell ends until your companions do anything. Is it just concentration? This thing doesn't tell me.
1 hour.
Concentration.
It lasts 1 hour.
Concentration up to an hour. How would I calm a young boy? I already tried food, it didn't work.
While he's under the charm person spell, you could just make him do things. He regards you as friendly right now. It's just he is very scared.
Right. I assume he speaks common. I don't think Celestial will have any effect. We could be potentially rude and see if does anyone here speak Infernal?
We speak several
no.
languages. A tad bit of Infernal, yes.
Well, I don't know if it's the right decision, but we could see if he reacts to the Infernal the same way he did the Sylvan.
What would you like us to say?
And they seem like they are not sympathetic. They are very curious as to what would happen.
I am chaotic neutral with a high wisdom and low intelligence. Does this seem wise?
That's up to you to up for you to decide. And you see one of the harpies can't help it. The one with the books just goes, and infernal sounds like when you're playing a video in reverse. That sort of sort of sounds. That's how infernal sounds. And as she does this, you see the color drain from this kid, and he just starts like he doesn't have a tongue, so he can't formulate words, but he's clearly just screaming, like audibly making noise now. And you see she stops speaking infernal and just starts documenting things in a notebook.
This seems
Well,
wrong.
this has been very insightful bringing the two of you down here. Any other ideas that you have? And as the kid is just screaming in the background.
Yeah, my eyes are like clenched. I'm not happy about it. Because I'm
Put him to
trying to
bed.
help the boy. I can't force him to bed.
In
And I
Draconic,
doubt he'll be
st-
sleeping for days.
I start singing a lullaby.
I'm just torturing this kid with a bunch of strange sounds. Someone scream in his face. No.
Just like
I want to know.
Twinkle,
I'm spending way too much time on this
twinkle,
child.
star.
No, he doesn't. Without casting anything, he doesn't seem to be currently under the effect of any spell other than my charm person.
No. He's just plain old-fashioned terrified.
Just terrified. Oh, you know what?
Plain old fashioned smells like
Yes.
piss.
What's a fun little thing? What do I know about halflings? What are they like? Trinkets?
Yes.
What would make a halfling child happy? I ask out loud to myself.
What would make a halfling child happy? And one of them digs through an encyclopedia. Oh, they enjoy a good story.
What?
Anyone know any good stories? You have so many books. Is there a children's book in this library?
I like stretch. I got this. And I walk over and I sit down and I like look around the room real quick. And I like pull the package off of my back and I unwrap it, but in a way that only the child can see. So like the leather is like covering what's inside. And I say, well, hi there, kid. My name is Stash. And this is for Tinatax, my family heirloom, passed down to me. You see, when I was a small babe, adventurers came and they found me with my family. Well, I guess my family was already done for, but they found me and they raised me on how to be an adventurer. And you know, they said that when they found me, it was like I was special. Like all the kobolds in the home had like a room dedicated to me. And they found this with me. So now, I take the pride of the kobolds with me everywhere I go. And I'm gonna be a great adventurer and an even better hero. I'm gonna keep little guys like you safe. What do you think about that? Is that a good story? And I like put the pack back on my back and I get up and I walk away.
And the kid is like halfway through the story. The kid stops screaming, and he sort of wipes his tears away. And Thatch, he tosses you his knapsack, and
Thanks.
silently he sort of like shivers and like gives a head nod.
Excuse me. Well, thank you. I appreciate
And
that.
I don't know. Either using Druidcraft or Prestidigitation or a combination of the two, can I try and get rid of the smells, the honey and the brimstone?
You can try. You can try. See what happens.
Yeah, so I can do a harmless sensory effect, puff of wind, an odd odor. It says. I feel like there's no reason that can't be.
True.
And it's the same thing for Druidcraft.
All right.
Not to. So I guess I'll try and cover. Oh, would they know? Would I know? Halflings in do they have like a homeland?
Halflings are typically from the Santruscan Empire. It's a sort of think a congregate of elves, gnomes, and halflings. And well, you don't remember actually. You know the land exists. You don't really remember anything about it if you ever knew anything about it.
Right. Where halflings come from? Again, out loud to Thatch, both of the sisters, the kid, if he can give me a fucking sign. Is there a smell that might remind him of home?
And one of them looks through her book. Peppermint.
Peppermint. Okay, I can do peppermint leaves. I can actually do a little Druidcraft of like a sprig of peppermint leaves. Yeah.
You can.
Yeah. So I'll do that and offer them to the child, and then also put it like a whiff there so that he gets the smell and hopefully covers up.
Yeah. And the kid looks at you and very slowly grabs the peppermint leaves and sort of like clutches them tightly. And he mouths the words, "Thank you."
And you
In
right,
common.
boy.
All right.
And can you write?
Oh, can you write, boy? Sorry, I
Yes.
thought you said, "I'll do you right, boy."
I'll do you right, boy.
But he looks at you and he shakes his head no. This is a
Don't know how
small
much-
child.
Yeah, I know he's two,
Guessing-
but I
yeah,
was hoping
yeah,
he was
yeah.
intelligent.
Yeah.
I guess depending on how long he's been in the Feywild.
I can write. And I start
That's
like
great. That's great,
scribbling,
Thatch.
like,
That's so wonderful.
a mix
I'm
of
trying to find out what
draconic and
happened to this
giant
boy.
glyphs.
Is his fucking protector's decapitated body in this room?
Yes, it is in this room.
Can we take the body somewhere else so that the boy doesn't have to sit next to what might be a father figure that's decapitated?
This is a good idea. How about we do this upstairs? No, it's easier to
Sure.
do that and move him. And you lot head upstairs.
Okay. So we're
And
upstairs. We're
the
away from
boy,
the body.
yeah, the boy is terrified. Doesn't want to move at first, but as Thatch leaves,
Yeah.
he scampers away and tries to follow.
I'll hold out my hand for him, and I'm gonna pluck out one of my feathers and like tuck it into his hair. There. Now you're a hero like me.
He sort of sniffles, and then he points again at the little knapsack he handed you.
What's in that batch?
Well, let's
What's in the knapsack?
We don't
take
know.
a look when we get upstairs.
Gonna be the dude's head. He's the one who did it. He's actually the menace.
I'm crying.
And you head upstairs.
Oh, you know what? Quick science experiment. I'm gonna call you Dennis.
And
Does it leave my name? Does the name leave?
Dennis? No,
Yeah,
yeah,
does
the
it,
name
like,
leaves.
It leaves.
We gotta
Interesting.
find that. We gotta find that satyr.
So I guess when we get upstairs and like out into the atrium area, I'm gonna like sit down and like motion for the boy to sit beside me and like very gingerly take everything like one by one out of this sack and like set it on the ground in front of me.
And you open the sack and reach inside, and it is much bigger inside than it is out. You sort of dig through, and you feel something bite you suddenly, and you lurch your hand out.
Okay.
Do you react to the bite?
Yeah, did you react to the bite?
Oh yeah, just you know, and then slowly pull my hand out. I don't want to dump all your things on the ground, but there's something in here that bit me. I
And
like.
the kid looks at you wide-eyed and is just sort of waiting.
Okay. I don't want to mess your stuff up. And I'm gonna like very gently sort of like pour it out across the ground.
And you watch as a deck of cards, a smaller pouch that as it lands gives off the sound of coins essentially, and finally a large severed head that is just screaming. "Ah! Ah! 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 Ah!
Put it in the bag.
Hey,
Put it in the bag.
hey,
Put it in
hey,
the bag.
Hey, I'm gonna like scoop it up with one hand and like slide it into the bag, like slide the bag over my arm so it's like covered so only I can see it. I'm like, calm, it's okay. Calm down. I'm right here. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Is he still just screaming?
Hey yo, I'm gonna need you to turn that shit down.
Bro, what?
Hey yo, hold up. My fault. I'll be right back.
Nigga, what is he doing? I'm crying.
Nigga, go.
Okay.
We're dealing with a child in his decapitated father figure's head. Come on.
Okay. Can you talk?
Yes, I can talk.
Okay. Fantastic.
Unbecoming of me.
It was a little bit. It was a little bit, okay? But it's okay. It's okay. Okay? Now, let's start at the top and you explain to us what happened. That way, we can know that we can help you and get your head back on your body, okay?
Okay. And he is sort of infinitely bleeding out, but not blood. Liquid, like stronger. The smell of alcohol is coming out of his neck.
Gross. I'll let you take the lead on that one. I dealt with the boy. You get the head.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. My name is Thorn.
Okay, Thorn, I'm Thatch.
Child is Amon. Amon, are you okay? And he is sort of staring at the child, and the child is staring back at him. I'm very sorry I failed you, Thorn. I failed you, Amon.
Hey, you didn't fail. He's okay. It's all okay. And I set the head down on the ground.
It is not okay. It is very far from
Thatch. Said it like 5 times. It's okay. You're a little shaken up. Yeah, I get it. No worries. So, you're now a disembodied head? Interesting. How?
I'm not sure. A influx of magic took me and my companion on our way back to his family's to deliver the boy for a summer at home after a year of studying. I am his noble protector, and I have failed.
How?
So I am nothing, really. We ended up somewhere else. Similar to Prologue, similar to where we were, but different. A place we later learned were the Fey Wilds. But not. And sort of these spats of honey spew out of his mouth with every cough. Not just the Feywilds. A battlefield in the Feywilds. Filled with demons and death and destruction and all of those wonderful things. And we suffered for what I thought was years, decades. But checking the time, I had learned had only been moments. And then, as randomly as it started, we were back a few feet from this church with something I managed to take in my many battles, being a deck of cards. And my body, it seems, was taken over in that same bout in our travels back, and I beheaded myself.
Hmm.
And the boy stepped up and dragged both of us here. Well,
Okay.
my head here and himself.
So, your body got taken over. You have a deck of cards. And now you're ahead.
I checked the deck of cards. It's just a deck of cards, right?
They seem to be a tarot deck.
Oh. Of course, City
that
gives us
is.
the deck of many things on the first fucking session. Like a fucking psycho.
Wait a second. I don't know what that is. How does pulling a card work?
You pull a card.
No, like
Jesus Christ.
if I do it without intent, does it just happen? Or like if I'm shuffling through the cards, will it like just like look at them, not necessarily pulling them out? Will something happen?
Find out.
Well, I would look at it and I would spread the cards.
Okay. You see, not pulling the cards, you spread the cards out and you see the various symbols on the tarot deck.
They just look like a tarot deck to me. I'm just gonna fucking
They look like
right. That's
tarot.
all it looks like. A tarot
Yeah.
deck. I don't. don't get any vibes. I'm not casting detect magic or anything like that.
No vibes. No, just look at
Alright.
tarot deck for
So
now.
just put him back and set him on the ground.
All right.
That's as far as that. Do the harpies react? This is me, Takeus, Liam asking, not.
The harpies are licking their lips at the situation, but just observing.
I think they're more I would probably assume they're more interested in the fact that there's a talking head and they're interested in knowledge.
Something like that, yeah.
That's what I'm gonna assume.
All right. Yeah, without an insight check, that's what you're gonna assume. Yes.
Okay. So, hear me out, Thorn. Tomorrow, we head out. We make our way to Ocean Drone. We find somebody capable of putting you back together. And then, you can head back home.
Where's home for the two of you?
Ocean Drone
Somewhere.
for me.
Ocean Drome?
Yeah.
That's where we were headed. Could
Headed. Nice.
yes. Could you, by chance, take the boy with you to Ocean Drome to his mother?
You don't
Both
want
of
to come?
you.
I couldn't show my face.
Well, you don't really get an option where your face is shown. As we've established, I wiggle my hand under his neck. You don't really get a choice, do you, bud?
That is true.
I mean, I'm sure there's some. I know Ocean Drum, right? Or at least I'd be relatively familiar with it.
No,
Where would I have
actually.
boarded the sky ship?
You would have avoided the skyship off continent.
Off continent. And then where did Thatch board?
Where did Thatch board?
Shit. Somewhere.
Okay, so we were both.
Adventuring.
You were off continent adventuring, but your
Yeah,
home
he's
is
coming
Ocean Drum.
back home.
Would we have been heading towards Ocean Drome when we crashed?
No, the way you were headed, you would have been heading towards one of the northern cities on Prolux. Ocean Drome is it's a large town, large port town, but very like, what would be the word? A specialty town. Like you'd go to Ocean Drome if you had like something very particular you needed done. Kind of like how you only go to Silicon Valley for tech, you know?
Okay. Okay. So I wanted to get to the northern city, correct? That's where my vibes were taking me, where I thought I could get answers. That's why I was on the sky ship.
To the northern sections of the map, at least. You're not really sure where in Prolux you needed to go. You just felt like this was the place to be.
Okay. So I guess the sun's probably setting by now. So in the morning, and watching the harpies as well to make sure they don't have any objections to this, because I'm sure Redrun trusts them, but I don't. They're a little creepy. We head for Ocean Drome. We're taking you with us. You don't really get an option. I look at the harpies, like out of the corner of my eye. Do they have a problem with that?
They definitely give a sour expression, and one of them looks at me and she says, "Not too hasty. We have research to do on this whole immortality. A head without a body is very interesting, and we would like to do some research on him."
What if I propose a trade?
Like?
We get the head and the boy, and in exchange, it seems there's some relation with this satyr, who is also... The boy has no name. I don't know if you've attempted to name him.
The boy is
Oh.
named Liam.
What?
The
boy is named Liam.
Would that leave my mind immediately?
No, the boy has a name.
Oh,
You just did not know the name.
okay. So never mind.
The boy can't speak.
Well, because I said I called him Dennis, and you
Yeah,
said
but
it
he
left my mind.
Oh, sorry. I meant he just didn't react. I thought you were
Ah,
asking.
gotcha,
Cry.
gotcha. That's fine. So hold up, let me edit my note.
Sorry about that.
You're good. I just have to scratch out the boy.
The boy.
There we go.
Boy.
So how much did you speak to the satyr?
Satyr?
To the sisters. Sorry.
Oh, we let her on her way. Not much of a talker. She just stole from us.
We will take the boy and his protector. You can keep the body, I suppose, for now. I have no way to transport it.
Will you bring him back?
A horse.
Well, I think once, and I'll look at Thorn, you said?
Yes, Thorn.
Thorn? I'll look at Thorn's head and be like, two questions for you then. How attached to you are, I mean that in the nicest way possible, from like a ownership sense to that body, and two, would you be willing to come back? Because what's important to you is the boy, yes?
Yes, but
The boy.
I will try and get you your body back, but if we can find a way, we'll bring you back to your body. Hopefully by then the sisters have found whatever knowledge they're seeking in your body. And if we find a way to get you attached or someone who might know, we can send them both to the sisters. I look at the sisters, see if that flies with them. And we'll find the satyr and get your books back, because I feel she's connected to this. She also suggested we'd be seeing her again.
and the two of them sort of ponder, tapping their sort of heads, thinking. We'll do our research, and you'll come back or send someone back. Here are
I would
our
like to visit you again.
And here are our coordinates, and they sort of hand you a piece of paper with sort of the longitude of where this place is.
Okay.
We will do our research, and also, on top of this, since you're going to Oceandrome, and that is a Liam who belongs to a rich family, in Oceandrome, there is a group of people known as the Joy Bombs. They're a
Oh, goodness.
mercenary pirates guild, and along the slaughter docks, there should be a man named Esper Crown. He is a dwarf. Tell him, in the nicest possible terms, he can eat shit and die.
Oh, I
And
can
then
do
we'll have
that.
a deal. Thank you.
Will he kill us for telling him to eat shit and die? No,
He-
because then we wouldn't bring you the head back.
He won't take it the best. Just say that it came from the Tiara sisters. He shouldn't kill you though, unless you
Eat
are very,
shit.
very nice about it.
And
You have to
die.
mean it when you tell him to eat shit and die.
All right, I'm writing this down.
His name is what?
Esper Crown.
Esper Crown. And we
From-
are the Tiara sisters.
Tiara sisters. Is that tiara like the little circlet?
Like what little princesses wear, yes.
Okay.
I will reach out my hand to shake with the harpy we speak to the most.
And she does not have hands. She has wings.
Oh, she has feathers. I knew that. Never mind. I reach out, pull it back.
And she sort of chuckles at the whole bit.
We have a deal.
Well then, rest up. And we have a deal. We'll be doing research in the meantime. Camp out here.
Not a problem. Thank you for your hospitality.
Okay, time to go to sleep.
And Liam looks to you two and just very silently sort of lays down on a bench. Doesn't close his eyes, isn't even like trying to pretend he's sleeping, he's just sort of watching. And Esper looks very sad. Or not, excuse me, Thorn looks very sad.
Thorn, do you sleep in your headless form?
I don't think so.
I'm going to bed.
Alright. Grab. Are you holding him, Thatch? Is that what's happening?
No, his head is just on the ground.
His head is also just leaking alcohol still.
I'll pick him up by the hair and set him on a bench. Keep watch, bud. Scream if you hear anything.
Of course.
Yeah.
And
And I sort
And
of
who
like
is-
coil up. Do the cat thing and like pace in a circle and then coil up and go to sleep.
Alright.
And I guess we can give the boy a blanket or something. I'm sure we've got one.
I don't know what you guys have.
Yeah, I'm
If
trying
you
to.
do, then you do.
Let's see.
I can always take off my little like cape and give it to him.
Pouch, backpack. I have a bedroll. No. Oh, I guess I have a cloak thing according to my description. I will
Yeah, I have a little
give him
cape
the
thing.
cloak.
Alright. He snuggles
And
up
then-
in your cloak.
And
he
then
just
rest.
watches all night as the two of you rest. You don't dream at all. The night comes and passes. The only way, like you're aware that you're rested, but it almost doesn't feel like you slept. It's very weird. You feel as if you were being watched all night, oddly enough. And
like a
as you
creepy
wake
head.
up, Liam's eyes are still just wide open.
Oh, morning.
Do we have any idea how far we are from Ocean Drove?
The Harpy's meant to tell you, so you are about 20 days travel away.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Damn.
Is that while walking speed?
Walking speed, yes.
As a riding horse, could I carry both Thatch and the boy?
Yes, they are both very small.
Okay. So we can make some time, 2 hours a day like that, assuming there's nothing else going on that way. And I guess we head out in the morning, say our goodbyes to the sisters.
The
Toodles.
sisters are locked in their study. You sort of you knock, and the one covered in books answers. Yes.
We'll be heading off. Just wanted to not leave without saying our goodbyes and our thank yous again.
Yeah, see ya.
Pleasant. And she closes the door.
Right. All right. And then we head out, and I think what I'll do, assuming nothing happens in the days, is the first hour and the last hour of travel will be as a horse.
Okay. You become a horse, and you head out, beginning to travel. That first hour,
Where do we find water?
I
do
have
we
my
find water?
berries.
where do you find water? How much water do you guys have in your rations? Also,
I have berries.
Do the berries count for water?
Yeah, berries are full nourishment.
I got a 5-pound water skin.
True, yeah, the berries are full nourishment, so you will be okay. for all
And
intents
10 days
purposes.
of rations.
I also do if we need it for some reason, but I only need to cast that once. I assume the head doesn't need any fucking sustenance. It might, but I have it, and it's 10 berries that fill you up for a day, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, stores 1 hit points, enough nourishment to sustain a creature for 1 day. And then I also have purify food and drink if it's necessary.
No
Alright.
create water?
Nope.
What the fuck?
I gotta go through my spells again because I actually don't think I have my sorcerer spells in.
If so, you should do that. But
Yeah. I'm only first level sorcerer, so it's not a huge deal.
the bulk of the first day goes on mostly without issue. And as it's reaching sort of like about 3 or 4 in the afternoon, you feel that sort of shifting of the sand around you. And again, you start feeling watched. Roll me perception, one of you.
I'm a horse at the moment. What?
This
Wait,
is,
am I a
this is
horse?
several hours in.
Okay, so I'm not a horse, so I...
15.
You can take it.
You see a lot of sand. In the distance, you see a cave. And various, like, earthy
We have a
structures.
child with us.
There's a cave over there.
There is a cave over there. However, as much as I admire your sense of adventure, I don't know what's out here. I have a boy on a gesture who... Wait, who the fuck was Amon?
Amon? A man?
I think I misspoke. Actually, I think the first time
First
one
time
of the
you
times
said his name was Amon.
yeah.
So
Wait,
which is it?
It is
Just so I know.
Liam. Liam. It is Liam.
I hate that. That's my real name.
No, it's Amon.
That's your-
It's Amon.
No, so he's like, we have a boy with us and a head. I would like neither the boy nor the head to die before we get to Ocean Grove.
They won't.
If you want to check it out, that's fine, but I'm gonna remain out here.
And
With
as
the
you
boy.
say that, you hear in like your exact voice. Wait, what did you just say? Speak again.
You're welcome to check it out if you'd like, but I'm gonna stay out here with the boy.
You hear that again.
Nope, nope, nope,
From the cave?
nope.
From very close, like in front of you, pretty much.
Oh, wait, it's a Kinku.
I'm gonna just like stance up, you know, sword and shield out at the ready. Show yourself.
Ready my staff.
Show yourself.
Show yourself.
Yeah! I'm gonna like swing forward from wherever I hear the voice coming from.
And oh, not that. You step forward and charge with an attack, and sort of shifting from the sand, you see a humanoid figure sort of form itself out of that and stare at you.
I don't give a fuck.
This
You
map
gotta
is
put
called
the-
Where People Die.
Grind. You don't like that? You gotta put
No,
the,
like
the,
that?
the spy guy on.
I want the boy to be safe.
Hang on, I'll be right back. Spy guy.
Well, he's right back. I'm gonna key real quick before we get into this.
Alright, go do that.
Hold up, I gotta pee.
I gotta pee, I'm dead.
I gotta pee, I'm dumb.
Hi, dumb, I'm dumb.
Hold up. I gotta run out to my car real quick.
Alright.
If I can find my fucking keys. Alright, I'll be right back.
Who joined? Oh, Steven. I should also. Where is the jukebox? There is the jukebox.
Okay.
Yes.
Why isn't God in the chat?
That is a friend demon. He is listening. Say hello, God.
Horseback?
Horseback.
I'm gonna have to watch the Game of Thrones episode during work today because I'm gonna go to bed as soon as we're done.
I need to watch the last Game of Thrones episode and then this one. I still have not seen. I also need to. I watched the first episode of the Lord of the Rings show, and I was like, I don't think I like this, but I've heard that it gets better after the first
It's
episode.
so good.
So I'm gonna watch the second episode as well.
Fourth episode goes crazy.
Bet.
It seems like episode 5 is going to be where everything starts to pick up because it's a lot of establishing everything, like the attitudes of all the groups involved, and then like little bit of conflict, little bit of setup. The end of episode. Is that episode 4? No, that's episode 3 that happens in. Episode 3 does stuff, and I'm pretty sure episode 5 is going to be the fucking kicker.
Alright. I will give it another go.
Alright, hello?
Hello.
I'm back.
Hello, let's fight the Sandman.
Sandy guy? Okay, wait, what did I miss?
Nothing.
Okay.
You got
No,
up
we're
and I
waiting
went to
on
go
you.
pee.
Yeah.
Okay, W.
But it sort of towers over you, Thatch. And
What does?
this large, sandy creature.
Okay.
And you watch as its face scans you for a moment. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Me?
Yes.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's not a Kenku.
that is not a Kenku.
18 W.
You watch as you feel this sort of magic encroaching over your mind, but it can't take hold. So you watch as this thing instead chooses to wear your face. Roll initiative.
Oh, this
Is there an
motherfucker.
initiative button for this? There is. Does it track it automatically? No.
It
active
will.
combat.
I just need to activate combat. There we go.
So now I click this.
Yes, and there we go. All right, and Thatch.
Okay. 18.
And I am going to place that as child just behind you right now.
Okay.
But you are going first. Thatch.
All right. Damn. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. I am Ooh, this is tough. All right. I'm gonna sprint forward and take a sword lunge. So, let us commence the battle. Short
Alright.
sword. Attack. Normal is a 12. God damn.
Misses.
Yeah.
And you only have one attack, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything with
So,
the bonus action?
I imagine I just like slide past and just barely miss. No bonus actions.
Alright.
I just kind of stance up with the shield and wait.
Then, Redden, it is your turn.
Oh.
Red
Big
Rin.
sand boy. There's a. That's 30 feet. I can cast almost anything. Oh, that's not my character sheet. He's made of sand?
Seems to be, yes.
Hmm. Let's throw an ice knife at him. Yeah.
Alright. Roll that attack, baby. That hits. Roll that damage, baby.
W.
What does splash damage?
Oh yeah, it does. You take how much of that? You take 7 damage.
There's a
Thatch.
saving throw.
Oh, true. Make a saving throw.
Dex saving throw. 14.
Okay.
Does this guy also get to make a dex save?
No, it's just a
Nope.
saving throw for the AoE.
Just made it.
So it
Just
looks
made
like
it.
it's no damage. It's just, yeah, succeed a dex saving throw or take 2d6.
All right. So yeah, no damage for him. And you watch as the ice knife sort of whizzes through the air and sticks into his sand for a moment before this arcane burst of ice sort of in this thing's face. You watch it sort of shake off that layer of cold that's built up onto it, and now it is its turn.
I
And
kind
then
of
I
like
will.
shiver the ice
just-
that like sprinkles down out.
My bad. Sorry, forgot what all these do. And then turn to
worries.
Liam. Behind the rock, go.
Oh,
And then whenever his quote unquote turn is.
let's see. I'll put him at the end of initiative.
Sure.
He's going to attack you. 13 to hit?
Misses big time.
gonna take his second attack. That hits.
What is it?
A natural 20.
Oh yeah. I
For
like
8 damage.
jump up and like almost like in Destiny, how the Titans like shield bash. Like shield bash the first attack and then I'm like wide open for this second one.
Yeah, as you're like in the air after dodging that first attack, the second arm swing sort of boom slams into you. You take 8 bludgeoning damage as you
Okay.
feel your sort of ribs bruise a little bit.
Oh yeah. Slamming to the ground a little bit.
And that is its turn.
Okay. Whose turn?
Your turn. Excuse me, this guy's turn. You told him to run where?
I said behind the rock, go. I didn't gesture to which one, so.
Alright, he is going to run over to the closest rock and cower behind that. And now it is Thatch's turn.
Alright. Sorry, texting be like, we're going for another short sword swing. But I'm gonna like skitter around at his ankles and almost like do a little like sand sweep. Nope.
Never mind. Yeah, you missed.
Golly.
Bonus action?
No bonus action.
Okay, we are going to. I don't want to be too far away, so I guess I'll just. Oh, I'm not on the right thing. We'll just step up a little bit because I don't want to be too far away from the child just in case. And I'm going to bonus action Shillelagh because that lasts for a minute and it's in concentration. And then I am going to attempt to toll the dead. So we'll see how this goes. So that's.
That's a wisdom save.
Wisdom save, yeah, 14.
Nice.
See how this goes. He fails with a 10.
And he's missing hit points, correct?
Yes.
That is going to be 1d12 for 4.
Nice.
You watch as you see this sort of this shushing motion appear over you, and it sort of radiates out into its necrotic damage, correct?
Yes.
Into this like sickly green music note almost, and it sort of like slowly explodes around his head, and he digs into it.
Oof, ouch.
Not feel nice. It is Janger's turn, and it is going to. It is going to reach around for an attack. It's not an attack. It sort of tries to pat you, Thatch.
Okay.
17 to hit.
Misses.
Damn. And he's going to. Actually, that was an attack. So yeah, the melee thing. That's his turn.
Okay.
Child is going to wrap further around these rocks. And with that, that's his turn.
Alright. I imagine I sort of like parry his swing. And I'm gonna like use that momentum to try to flip, and let's see if I can land an overhead like swing. So I like bounce, basically like bounce off of his strike and like use that to flip in the air and sort of come down across his face for 7 points of slashing damage or piercing.
All right, you rip down into the sand. You see a clean mark where your sword went through, and it sort of vibrates with the damage almost.
Oof,
All right, that's your turn.
gotta be careful with that grip. Yeah.
Your turn, Redrin.
I see no reason to use spell. Does it look like Thatch's attacks are doing good damage? The one he landed, I guess.
They're doing, yeah, they're doing damage. He doesn't look on death's door or anything. Like, he looks like he can definitely take a few more hits.
Oh yeah. I'm
They're
just
doing
making sure
damage.
it doesn't look like he's doing nothing to him because he's effectively swinging a sword at sand.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I guess we just hit him with another bong. And you know what? I'd like it to be thematically. I want to conjure the bell and bonk it with the shillelagh.
All right, you like almost like a gong, you know?
Yeah.
And that's a wisdom save.
Yeah.
Throw.
14.
A 4 definitely fails.
D12.
Nice.
Roll it, please. There we go. We're gonna do it again. 5 this time. Get fucked, idiot.
All right.
Crying.
That sort of vibration that he feels is sort of interrupted from the damage he just took, and he's not feeling good about that. He does not feel good about that.
I don't feel comfortable. How big is this rock? Next to my left, that the child's behind.
Fairly large, not necessarily tall. From this thing's vantage point, you could probably see him.
Could I climb on top of the rock? Is that possible?
Yeah, how much movement do you have? Yes, probably.
30. I
Haven't
haven't moved.
Can ya?
So we'll just slide over. Well, I guess we'll go here to make it more apparent where I am. And from there, I can see the child and the Sandman.
Yeah, both of them.
Cool.
Alright,
That's it.
and it is Sandman's turn. And he's going to once again try and tap you, Thatch. This time, with the 24, I imagine, making contact.
Yes.
He grabs you, and you both become invisible.
Oh.
Okay.
And you are Thatch. You are able to see this thing as it begins to like sort of shift its sand around you, and then suddenly rip itself away. As both of you come back into existence.
So I can see them now?
You can see Thatch and Thatch.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't like that at all. Did their positions shift at all, as far as I could tell?
They are both here.
Is that his turn?
That is his turn, yes.
Okay. Which means it's now Liam's turn. Right?
Yes, and Liam is going to remain cowering. So, Thatch, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna run forward and just sort of make like a piercing lunge. Don't steal my face! And stab into him. Stab into him.
Alright, go roll to stab.
24. 4,
You-
7.
You see as that familiar, like, shing. This time it doesn't feel like hitting sand, it feels like hitting person, essentially, as you swing into him and deal 7 damage. There's a light trickle of blood off of one of the thatches you notice.
And as I like do the lunge and I guess like pass by him, like samurai style, I am going to action surge, and I am going to like drop to the ground and do a sweep attack at his legs. 19 definitely hits, I assume, for another 5 points of slashing damage as I like hit right between the calves and the Achilles.
Yeah, and you guys are both sort of in this a bit of a dance almost, but you are definitely landing hits and slashes on this guy. And with that, Redrin, your turn.
Thatch, say something absurd.
What the hell do you want me to
And both of them at the same time say exactly that.
I was hoping he could just mimic. I don't want to do anything crazy. Because, I mean, I know which one's which, but Redrin does not.
Redrin does
So
not.
we're not gonna cure wounds. We're not gonna heal word. Fuck, what do I do here? Nothing?
What do you do here?
Hey,
Nothing?
help me out!
Does the other thing speak at the same time? Every time he
Yes.
tries to talk? Okay.
Yep.
Wait, who has the head? Don't I have the head on me? Or am I tripping?
Yes, you do have the head on you.
Does it duplicate the head?
Where do you keep the head?
I imagine, like, in God of War, just kind of on the side of my head.
On your hip?
Yeah.
Then yes, he duplicates the head.
I like
Is the head
kinda
leaking? It's completely duplicated, I assume.
Yes, he
flick
is
him on the
completely
head and say something. Say something!
I am not worthy. And both of them at the same time say
Oh,
that.
jeez.
I don't want to hurt you, Thatch, so I'm gonna do nothing until I know who's whom. And if I can, no, readying. Yeah, okay, I guess we'll ready a Toll the Dead for anything that indicates who's who.
Right. And with that, it is the doppelganger's turn. And
Hoping the
he,
sword isn't.
like Taskmaster, is going to mimic what Thatch just did to him. So a sweep with the sword, a 7 misses though.
Yes, as I...
And then
Bing, like,
he
knock it
moves
back.
sort of around you and action surges and makes another attack. A 19 hits,
Hits.
I imagine.
Yep.
And he deals 6 damage to you.
Okay. Alright.
And then he, towards you, Redrin, he goes, "Fucking shoot this guy!"
Hey! I don't cuss like that!
Okay, that'll give it away because Thatch didn't say something at the same time.
True.
Right? Yeah. So can I Toll the Dead off of that, or would you say no?
Which one do you want to toll the dead? The
perception.
one that said I
The
don't
one that
curse
told
like-
me to shoot this fucking guy, the one whose mouth that came out of, because every other time Thatch has tried to speak, both have talked at the same time.
All right, then yes, shoot.
Ooh, he's smart.
That is smart, yeah.
But
Fire, you're told the dead. That's a wisdom save from this guy. A 4 fails. He doesn't even have low wisdom. I'm just rolling really low. 10 damage.
Nice 10.
And with that, you see sand leaking out of one of the Thatch's ears. Ah!
you idiot!
And he looks at both of you intently, as if it's trying to remember you.
I cry.
Alright, and that's its turn. Thatch, your turn.
Alright. I am, gonna go in for the kill. As I, like, aim right for the throat. 14.
14 just hits.
Oh, nice. Okay. I, like, just aim right into the neck for a 9. Ooh, max damage.
And you sink your sword into its neck. Blood and sand begins to gush out as it falls to its knees, but it doesn't like fizzle away into the rest of the sand around you. Instead, you smell brimstone as it starts to burn. I'm going to find you again. And it gives a deep smile in the face of the boy before fading away.
Oh. I don't like that at all. Let's go check on the boy.
And the
Yeah.
boy is sort of like curled behind, sort of looking away with his ears plugged and his eyes closed in the fetal position.
Put my hand on his shoulder.
Thorn,
It's good. You're safe.
you know anything about that? Hello? Like flick it on the head again.
And he sort of comes out of the daze he was in. I don't know anything about that, but it smelled like a demon.
Okay. So we all
I
good?
hate the open desert.
So do I.
Too much happens all the time.
Sounds like
I'm
that
a-
cave
I-
is a good idea.
It sounds like that cave is a terrible idea. We just got attacked by a demon.
Mm,
You guys.
Like I said, if you want to go in and peep your head and look around, that's fine. I'm not taking the boy in there.
how far is the cave from us?
It is this little opening right there.
Alright.
So from you, it is 45 feet away.
I'm gonna scamper over and just like go maybe like 5 feet in
All right.
and
You
just like
take a step into the cave.
smell and dark vision and see what I can see what I can discern.
It's a little dank, a little damp. It smells. It smells like sort of what's the word? Like overgrowth. Like the way like you know when you've been around like compost. It smells a little bit like compost, which is a weird smell in the desert, obviously.
I'll be right back. I'm going to like very sneakily, not very sneakily,
You
try
think
to
you're
like
sneaky.
climb like along the walls or whatever, almost like a gecko, and sort of like scamper a little bit further in.
You scamper in. That smell of compost gets a little fresher, a little like more intense, and then in the center of this sort of otherwise very empty cave, there is a small wooden box.
Hey Thorn. Nah, never mind.
Yes.
I'm gonna like unclip a hand axe from my side and try to like throw it at the box and see if like anything comes to it.
You throw your hatchet at the box and it sinks into it. It sort of takes the box with it. It's very small, and it lays on the other side open. You see this liquid spill out.
I'm gonna wait for like a minute, see if anything changes.
Nothing changes.
Alright, I'm gonna scamper over to the box and like retrieve my hatchet.
Alright, on the box, in a language you cannot read, there's just sort of like an engraving over the top of the inside.
Well, shit. I'll pick up the box and like scamper back outside.
Alright, you scamper out with a little wooden box. The smell of compost is now gone.
You know anything about this? And like hand it off to Red.
Do I?
You notice in Sylvan, it reads Planewalker blood. Very useful.
Oh,
Planewalker blood. Very useful. What's a planewalker?
where's the blood?
I don't know. Hey, you say where's the blood, and then remember the liquid that spilled out when you hit it with your hatchet.
Shit. Well, all's well that ends
What?
well. Nothing. So
Okay.
let's keep going, huh?
Yeah, I guess. Boy.
Boy. And the boy sort of scampers over. Do you guys want to end it there, or you want to keep going?
I'm fine. Are we gonna do a lot of encounters on the way back, or are we basically just heading back?
You're heading out again. You're not heading back anywhere.
Yeah, I mean back to Ocean Grove.
I got like an hour in
There'll
me.
be a bunch of encounters on the way, but
Today there shouldn't be any combat at least.
Yeah,
I'm-
like an
I'm
hour
fine to
and me
end it there.
left. But yeah, I mean, whatever
All right.
works.
Yeah, well, this is like a good place to end it. So we got it.
All right.
Cool.
W for
All right.
session.
Very good, very good, very nice.
Extremely shrouded in mystery. You love to see it.
Like your quote unquote puzzles, I guess, for lack of a better word.
It's just weird shit happening,
Well,
and I like
it's-
to see how people handle it.
Well, yeah, I prefer like an intelligence puzzle rather than like go through the right door or solve the riddle.
Yeah, I like,
Like-
I design my
Okay.
encounters in the idea of like most of them are conversations, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I like doing this. I like that in the one shot too. That was probably the coolest thing I found out in the one shot we played with the fucking where we were all dead.
Mhm.
That was one of the coolest things I've ever found out in a D&D session.
Nice.
It
Happy
is
to
also making me discover that I think I want to play intelligence-based characters for the most part.
Playing somebody who is smart can be very fun.
True.
Yeah, it's just yeah. I like being able to find those things out. I like doing that. And I don't know if you watch, which if you haven't, you fucking should. Calamity,
I have never heard of this. What is that?
Exandria Unlimited Calamity.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay,
fucking
yeah.
Travis's character was just so cool to me.
Yes.
I really love that idea. So I think that might be something I lean into in future campaigns or with future characters.
Interesting. All
Especially
right.
considering I used to just play clerics, but I think that was because mostly I used to do a
Yeah.
lot of combat stuff, and it's cleric, you know.
Yeah, and I guess another thing, because I might not have become clear, but character backstory-wise, typically what I do is people give me a backstory, and then I like expand the world around said backstory. But with this one, it being like amnesia, I'm sort of just building around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I think should happen. Yeah, what I'm imagining would happen, where you would be from.
Yeah, and like I said, that's entirely just based on I don't know a whole lot about the world, and I don't want to have to ask you about everything I should know, so me having to ask you about everything that I may or may not know, it works.
Yes.
So
I
then
like
I
it.
could figure things out, and then in the future, if we're in another campaign, I can
Yeah,
have
for
a
the
better
most, like
idea.
if I ever run one shots, they're probably set in whatever setting you're playing in.
W.
Good shit. Good first session.
Good.
Yeah.
And then
I'm
how many
excited.
people are supposed to be here?
Peach is gonna be here, and I asked Bari, and he said he'd be down to play, so potentially 2 more.
I haven't spoken to Bari since fucking V Rising.
Yeah.
E Rising.
Yo,
We gotta
Yo,
get
did
fucking
you see the
Jordan in
update?
here, man. No, I have not.
So it's not out. They put out a dev blog. Yeah, if you're in their are you in their Discord or no?
Nah.
Here, I'll put it in. Where do you want me to put it in this Discord?
You just put it in general or whatever. It don't matter.
Read through that because that's super exciting.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna go watch this Game of Thrones episode and go to bed.
All right, I'm
Thank
going
you
to
for the session, my man.
eat this white
Yes.
rice. Yes. All right,
W.
I'm
W.
going
W.
to do things. I don't know what. You guys have a nice
Same.
day.
You too.
Bye.
All right, stream.